Wrestling fans, and more importantly, WWE fans, welcome to the Backstage Jabronis. He's my tag team partner, Daniel Snyder. I am the Hall of Famer, Jeremy York. We are the number one WWE media tag team champions of the world. How are you, bud?
I'm doing good. I just realized I left my world title in the other room. I should have been carrying it. That's what I get.
Daniel doing his best Mark
That's what I
impression
get.
right now, acting like a greenhorn
Oh
Mark
well.
that's never been a champion before. Come on,
I,
man.
I left it. I decided to film in the studio room today.
Yeah,
So I'm in the studio room and I should have grabbed the title. I left the title in my office because
I guess it's lucky then that I have it here. You know, even though you have it, maybe that's why you
you
couldn't
came to
find
my
it.
office and took my title.
I I'm just glad you don't have cameras. No, you can't prove that.
This guy right here. This guy would do anything he can to get the title back. Too bad he's going to lose, and I will be reigning, defending champion heading into SummerSlam.
You know what we got to do? I know we workshop this part of the segment and show every time. We keep saying we're the tag team champions of all things WWE media. We got to do a tag team pick 'em at some point.
You know what? Yeah, we could do a triple threat, defend our tag team titles against the brothers of Kilo and Overkill and the father son duo over there and in the what's their
That could be
podcast?
SummerSlam. We were trying to figure out SummerSlam. That could be SummerSlam.
Hey, they want to bring it on. We could bring it on. We'll combine
Yeah, we
our
could definitely do
points.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we could combine our points for right picks and I mean and let's be honest. Here's the thing that you could tell your tag team partner, "Hey, you pick one guy and I pick the other guy," but you're only going to get 1 point for that. If we both pick the right one, we get two. So yeah, you can guarantee that you'll get it correct. You can guarantee it. But those 2 points, that's going to kill you.
In fact, each team can pick one match that they're picking the same thing, and that's your when you pick your guaranteed pick, that counts double.
So it'll be a 4 point pick.
Yep, we
Okay.
gotta make this a thing. I mean, we're like I don't know $1,000 away from having a really cool app on your phone. Well, we're
Yes.
a, we're $1,000 and somebody with the ability to make $1,000 app that could go on your phone because it ain't one
Hey,
of us.
I don't want to, brag or put it out there too much, but if it was a thing that I knew we could make money on and we had somebody that could do it, I'd pay the $1,000 to get it done. I'd get it
Cool,
done.
and as your tag team partner, I would let you.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm doing good, man. I was supposed to talk to a Braves representative today about getting season tickets for next
About
year,
playing
but I
center
told
field.
him, you said what?
About playing center field.
No, my playing days are over, bud. Playing days are over. I got bad knees, bad ankles, bad back.
Well, you
Um,
you sound like one of their typical outfielders.
yeah, Acuna, who's always on the IL since we can't say DL anymore. Um, but yeah, but he'll be calling me tomorrow, so I'm gonna. I spoke with the wife. We looked at a couple packages, so I think we're gonna get season tickets for next year.
Cool.
I'm
I
excited.
think. I mean, you go to a decent amount of games anyway, so it might not only be cost effective, it might be really cool that way. Because even
Well,
if you can't go, there's always gonna be people like, man, what you want for your tickets? Cool, I'll
well,
take them.
here's the thing. I was a season ticket holder for 4 years.
Yeah.
And I was going to, I think 1 year I went to 28 games, 1 year I went to 36 games, 1 year I went to 32 games. And for those of y'all that don't know, I mean, if you're a baseball fan, you're going to know that there's 81 games that they play at home and 81 games that they play on the road. Um, so I went to almost, I never went to half. I went to almost half. The year I went to 36, I went to almost half of them. Um, and so I kind of decided I wasn't going to get tickets again. Then I started talking to the wife. Now with my schedule with Target, I get off at 4 or 5 o'clock. She gets off at 4 or 5 o'clock. We come home, get our stuff together, get out there to the field, and go to the games that we want to go to.
And especially
I
if you
know,
know you have you're going to try to go to the game that day or something like that. You have your stuff laid out, or you even have it in the
yeah,
car with you. You just drive by, pick the other one up, and take off.
there you go. And I know for the Mets games, you'll be more than happy to take the tickets.
Absolutely, let's go Mets.
Yeah, yeah. That's neither here nor there, man. We got Saturday night's main event happening this weekend. We've had some
We
interesting
do.
stuff. The return of Baron Corbin, which I was excited to see. Love
Even
that.
though I had a good heads up on that, not an inside thing. I just enough people were talking about it, and I was like, I can't wait. I love the placement of where he came back, and I was like, that is the Baron Corbin I want to see.
Yes, he didn't. The thing is, he attacked both of them. I don't care
Yeah,
if you're face. I don't care if you're heel. I'm attacking both of you. Um, he's
you know
putting
what he
himself
basically
right.
said right there?
I'm I'm,
He
I'm
ba-
going after.
he basically said, Trick, you're probably one of the next big things. Mello, you're probably one of the next big things. It's still my yard. And you still got to take out the old guy, even though he's not old. He's like, you got to take the guy that was here first out before you think you can take my spot. I come back, you're in my yard.
Hey, something else he did was he put himself right in the middle of the United States title.
He's not dumb.
Yeah, they did a good job. That was a good booking. We
It
also
was.
seen we seen we're seeing the groundwork being laid for Survivor Series Elimination Chamber.
Or how about we
We've
saw
seen that happen
they gained a new member?
for about 30 seconds.
Hey, they still gained one. Then they lost it again. But I love it. You
Yeah.
talk about good booking. All of a sudden, because it looks like Solo's scrambling. It looks like he's a man on an island. And so he's like, nah, you know what? Yeah, I'm back. And Fatu's like, yeah, you're right. He's back with us. Usos are like, yeah, this is cool. And Solo's like, psych, bam.
Yes. So, like I said, they're laying the grounds. LA came out there. Royce came out there.
Yeah.
I don't like. Here's what I'm seeing. Here's what I'm seeing. We know that War Games is what, five? It five members?
If I could
Usually.
be wrong, I could be wrong. Regardless, drop your comments below about what I'm about to say. I think the original was 5, but almost the traditional form of war games is 4-on-4. I
Yeah, I
think
don't know
when
if that's
Dusty
true
when
because
Dusty first came up with it, I think it may have been 4. No, because I think there was technically 5 horsemen at that point. There's 4 and J.J. Dillon or something because it was Dusty and I think what the Legion
the
of
Road
Doom,
Warriors,
yeah,
the
Road
Road
Warriors,
Warriors, yeah.
and I want to guess
Okay,
while we look at that.
the first one was held in 1987. It was Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff,
Nikita Koloff.
Hawk and Animal, yeah, Hawk and Animal, and Paul Ellering. So technically, it was 4 plus the manager.
Okay, Ellering can go a little bit. He can't wrestle like his daughter. His daughter's a good wrestler, but
Yeah, and the other one was J.J. Dillon. So
okay. So it was technically a 5-on-5. But the traditional is usually 4-on-4, but it's WWE that likes to say, how many people can we put in there? Great. It's a 16-on-16.
I believe that it's going to be let's
Thought
look
it
at
was
the
going to be the
possibilities.
bloodline. I actually think it's not. I don't think it's going to be the bloodline.
I
Because
I think
I'll say it right now. I don't know, regardless of what I pick here in a minute, I don't know that Roman Reigns is going to be around for SummerSlam. I mean, not SummerSlam, for Survivor Series.
I could agree. I believe SummerSlam is the end. I
So
believe he loses.
that's why I
You
think the
know what?
bloodline is not going to be in War Games.
Let's touch on that for a second. They're doing a great job with this Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns storyline.
These are some of the best
This is
promos. I
I've
mean,
seen
just
out of both of them. I'm invested in it. I'm intrigued. And I keep thinking because they keep saying something that's making me worry. Because let's be honest, I don't want Roman Reigns to stay the champion. Also, I think he's going to drop the belt. I'm as of right now, that's my pick, but that will change. That could change in 2 weeks. Um,
I haven't convinced you
because
otherwise.
I feel like Roman might keep the belt because of the words that they're using. Seth has said multiple times, "You've never beat me." You don't follow that "you've never beat me" up with a win. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
You want me to save it for the pick or? Oh no, no, it's a SummerSlam pick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in
Ooh,
2 weeks.
you want me to save it for SummerSlam, or you want me to tell you a point that could flip what you just said?
Well, I mean, that's why I said. That's why I think. Here's how it is. I'm looking. I think Seth wins. I'm hoping Seth wins. That's where I'm at right now. I don't like that they keep saying "you've never beat me." It's
Right.
making me wonder: is Roman going to win?
You
But
mean so
then,
since we grew up in the Atlanta area during the 80s and the 90s, that when you hear an announcer or somebody keep saying things like, well, he's never had a hit against this pitcher here. He's 0 for 65. He hasn't had a hit this week
and
either. And oh my goodness, it didn't land yet.
yeah,
I'll throw this out because this will probably flip my pick 16 times between now and when we actually make it for SummerSlam. So what if Seth wins, and that's still another time that Roman has never beat him, and they let that simmer a little bit. It picks up steam a lot, and it's one of the either night one or night two of WrestleMania main events when they do meet back up, and that will be when Roman actually beats him. Roman
I
is
mean that could
way
make
more of a
sense.
WrestleMania performer as far as his top wins. He's won all over the place. I give him that. But his bigger achievement moments are typically he's almost Mr. WrestleMania of this generation. So what if these two face now, Roman still doesn't beat him. He gets all ticked off, takes his ball, goes home like he normally does, ticked off. He's probably just not going to be around anyway. And then it picks up around Roman Reigns because Seth Rollins starts just promoting him through the TV and just pisses him off so bad that Roman shows up and goes, fine, you want to fight? We're going to fight, but it's WrestleMania.
I could see this laying the groundwork for Seth to hold the title until WrestleMania for him to get it back. That makes sense. Saying
Dude,
this
he could
is you know what I'm
lose it,
saying?
and regain it in between there, and it doesn't necessarily have to
Yeah,
be for the
yeah.
title if those two fight because they've built up so much
So
equity in this rivalry. You don't need a belt. That's just a bonus in this case.
so I mean, well, you know what? 2 weeks we'll really get in depth about this.
Yeah,
Two
yeah, we're
weeks
talking about SummerSlam already, which should tell
Yeah,
you about this card. This card is such a
it's
carnival of all
yeah,
kinds of directions.
it really is. It really is a carnival, and
This is
they've got
almost
a
like
carnival
the
match.
who can we either who are we not going to feature at SummerSlam? Let's put them on this. And then, oh yeah, there's a couple stories we need to kind of get simmering already so that they're full blown entrees by the time SummerSlam rolls around.
I'm looking at the match. So let's see. Anything else happen on SmackDown? Baron
Mm,
Corbin.
all this is suddenly playing nice again.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought for sure we were going to get him and Gunther at Saturday Night Main Event, or we were going to get them at SummerSlam or something. But it's like all of a sudden they're both playing nice again.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? It might turn into a SummerSlam after this weekend because Gunther
It
is
could be.
involved in this weekend. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But like I say, outside of
Oh,
that, I don't
oh,
remember
oh.
nothing really.
Uh, the Alexa Bliss injury.
What happened?
Uh, I don't know if she did it during the match and Jade just doubled down on it. She put like a chair Like she was on the ground, she put like a
Oh, yeah,
chair
yeah, yeah,
over her
yeah,
arm
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah,
way
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
slammed
yeah,
it
yeah.
back. And if you saw, Alexa had some actual photos, and boy, she has some crazy marks all right here. And I think she's going to be out for a while.
Well, here's the thing. Uh, Alexa is legitimately double jointed in her. She's done that with her arm
Correct.
on purpose before.
Correct.
So, um,
Yeah, in
I,
looking
I
at it,
don't
even
think
as
it
gross
was.
as it looked, I said, all right, that's a double joint thing there. I could see what she was
Yes,
doing. I'm pretty sure she's doing. I mean,
yes.
she's former gymnast. She probably knows how to do that anyway.
I feel like there's a different injury that she's having to cover up for. And they use that as an injury.
I'll
So
tell you right
yeah, I
now, as
wonder what
happy as
happened
I
to
will
her
be
for
for
real. But
them, it better not involve Ryan Cabrera.
the who is that?
Mr. Alexa Bliss.
Got you. Okay, okay.
Look, as happy as
A
I'll
little
be
bit off
for him to have
subject.
number two, I do not know, not right now. She just came back.
A little bit off subject. What happened to the whole Bailey and Jessica thing? Not Bailey, but what I say Bailey? Um, fucking Seth's wife,
Oh, Becky?
Becky. Yeah, Becky and Jessica thing. Like they were writing that story, writing it, planting seeds, and all of a sudden they quit watering it, and now it's dead.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me check with some sources that might know something. No, they don't know either.
I think they kind of let that go because I feel like Becky's going to come back as a face to help take out the Vision and Maxine.
Maybe.
And are we done? Are we done seeing Paul Heyman as a as part of the Vision?
Remember, I said last week, I was like, what if he tries to go, okay, now I accept where you guys are. Welcome back. And they go, we don't need you. And
I don't
they
think that
abandon him.
it was more along the lines he said, "You now have her. You don't need me."
It's true.
So
It's very true, though. The only thing that's weird is knowing I'm pretty sure Theory has at least a lady friend of some level.
he
I
does.
am I'm 100, maybe 1,000% positive, which can't be, but I'm 100% positive that Maxine is married to a guy currently in NXT. Boy, they're way too close. I get what they're
Yeah,
doing, but I mean, this is borderline weird.
yeah, it's very interesting. Um, I feel like this is going to lead to a John Cena. What was her name?
Was it Mickey James
Was it Mickey
or
James
what? Or was it?
and Kenny from the Spirit Squad? Because
Maybe.
Kenny was with somebody, and John Cena pretty much took his chick or something like that, and then Kenny got buried and was no more.
You know what he does now, right?
I do not know.
He's a road agent. Like he's one of the guys who come out, like the office people that come break up fights and stuff. Oh yeah, Kenny Dexter is one of the ones that comes out there.
Really?
Like him and Jason Jordan and Hurricane and
I know Jason Jordan and Hurricane.
Pat Buck.
I'll have to look at the whole Kenny thing because I haven't seen him
You
out
can't
there.
miss him when he comes out. He still looks like that. So
Oh, okay, okay. Um,
yeah, he works with him though.
so on Monday we seen Maxine turn 100% heel when she turned on Otis, and yeah, that was good to
100%.
see that.
Finally has direction.
We seen Solo and do what he did with Bloodline, and that set up they were like, we need LA Knight, we need Solo, we need Royce Keys, we need both the Usos, and we need Jacob all at SummerSlam. We don't have matches for them. Let's put them against each other. That's what happened for SummerSlam. It's going to be a 3-on-3 at SummerSlam. And like I said, this right here is going to kind of lead, in my opinion, this is going to lead to the War Games. I believe if Roman sticks around, it will be a 5v5. If Roman does not stick around, we're going to see Zilla. Zilla will make his debut here soon, and he will be the fourth member, or possibly fifth, if there is a 5v5 and Roman sticks around, of that. Or wouldn't it be neat if he helps Jacob turn, and it's Zilla and Jacob versus the Usos at Survivor Series in a tag team match?
That could be cool, but you kind of have enough time to build that. I think Zilla is more of a either at the end of SummerSlam, I mean at the end of Survivor Series show up, or more of like a Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber
Okay.
type would be a great time for him to show up. Because
All right.
Jacob Fatu and Solo versus the Usos would be very entertaining.
You said Jacob Fatu and Solo versus the Usos?
Mm-hmm.
We might could get that too.
And Roman would validate it by going, I don't have a problem with it. It's a family deal. You guys kept it in house. You guys hashed it out. I need you to get it all out though, because after this, we gotta go take care of these other people.
Yeah. So I mean, anything else you can think of that happened on Monday night? Oh, yeah, the number one contender for the for SummerSlam.
That big gauntlet.
Yes. It was weird how they went about it. I almost disqualified Chad Gable on his way out when his music started playing, because I just want to disqualify him every time I hear his music.
It's horrible.
I'm glad they pretty much told us that Chad's going to be the next IC champion.
Which I'm fine with. I mean, he deserves it.
Yes, he does. And you know what's happening? It's in his hometown.
Ethan, yep. And then Ethan Page, Rusev, Dom Mysterio, they can all be chasing it. You can actually throw Dragon Lee in. Anybody that was in this match would be a good contender against him. So you've just lined up like the next 8 months worth of things for him. You basically got Chad Gable all the way to WrestleMania.
Yes. So, hey, we'll see how it goes.
So I'm sure he would go, thank you.
We seen Punk and Cody do their thing on SmackDown. We'll talk about that in 2 weeks. I don't want to talk about it right now. But we can get to the Saturday night's main event unless there's anything else you want to discuss.
No, that's pretty much everything I see. That was pretty much the highlights, and they stuck to the highlights this week.
So I'll just start at the top of the card on what I see right here that I'm looking at. I'm going to start with the tag team match. We have your champion.
Oh wait, I got a line
CM Punk and Cody Rhodes.
Changing the program for people that are tuning in. I believe this card will feature 2 matches because of we didn't get a lot of picks. We actually didn't reach out to a lot of people. So that's not even one of those OR bad. It's like, no, we're building up SummerSlam into being something really crazy that is either what we just said or what we said before. It's going to be one or the other. So tonight, let's be
honest. This card isn't worth everybody's being in and picking. If the Saturday night main event cards aren't impressive, and this one right here is far from impressive, then I don't see the point of us just going and snatching up everybody's picks and just wasting, when we could waste that number, when we could use a number one, or do what we're doing here, where you'll have the championship match, your brother versus the son, and then for the first time ever, I'm putting my title up. He's got my title. Yeah. I'm putting my title on the line against Jeremy there and the dad from the Son and Father podcast.
Father Son Wrestling podcast. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. I always forget the name.
I'll hang on to that where you can at least look at your belt for the show.
I appreciate it, man. It's a heavy belt.
It is.
It's a heavy belt and it's a big burden. So it's a triple threat match. But you know what? I think since it's a triple threat match, if you two guys tie, I keep my title. Then we'll go ahead and use that. You
Well,
have
I'm
to
good with that.
beat one person
Yeah,
has to come out on top to win.
yeah, yeah. You
So
have to
don't get
legit win outright.
yeah. So don't get comfortable with that on your shoulder. Um,
I got two
or do.
shoulders. I'll just swap.
But yeah, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes against Gunther and Sami Zayn. Um,
Did they drop the ball with this match, by the way? Like they could have built
yes.
this into something really cool. Instead, they stuck together like we don't know what to do with them, so we're going to make them tag.
You almost could have did 1,000 different things. You know what? I almost would rather see Braun Breaker and Austin Theory
Austin Theory.
against Otis
Ooh,
and that
that would
that
have been
Asian
good.
dude.
That's off the board. That would have been good. Yeah.
It'd been better.
Or the Street Profits. Throw the Street Profits in and get a rematch. You know.
A three-way with all three teams
Yes.
would be better than this stupid match. And then you're sitting back. I'm sitting back and I'm all right. So I'll make my pick first.
Okay.
Here's the problem here. Here's a problem. I feel like this is going to be a no contest. That's what I'm really worried about.
Like you mean that the tag match is going to be not that this podcast is going to be the no contest wrestling podcast, which is a cool podcast, and if they ever want to come on here, that'd be great. But if they don't, that's cool too.
Oh,
Check
hey,
them
yeah.
out if you have it. They're cool.
I have to check them out. But yeah,
You will probably recognize one for sure, one of the co-hosts. But yeah, it's one. I think it's the only wrestling podcast featured on ESPN and Disney, and it features one of the guys from the Rich Eisen Daily Show and Ice Cube's kid.
oh shit. Okay, yeah, yeah. I've seen a
O.J.
couple
Jackson.
episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
T.J.
sometimes they have
Jefferson
a
and O.J.
basket.
Jackson Jr. Yeah.
They'll have a football player on there, part of it, and they had Jay Uso or a basketball player. Like they different people, and there was almost a little conundrum there at one time. Yeah.
No. Not you're thinking about a different one. The one that
No,
Jay
that wasn't on
flipped
that
out
one.
at. No. That was not them. There is very much a lot of order on this one. But
Okay,
they have a
but
ton of people on there.
I have seen that podcast with them though.
Yeah.
But for this match, I'm gonna pass up the whole thing of it being a no contest and pick somebody. But I for the record, I do believe it's gonna be a no contest. Um,
Just a melee fight by the end of it, yeah.
I'm gonna say Punk and Cody win. It does nothing for anything to have Gunther and Sammy win. Um, I honestly I don't know the point of this match. Like, why are we doing this? It has nothing to do with SummerSlam. It has nothing to do with the world title. Yes, I understand they all wanted a match, but putting these two teams against each other makes no sense.
Did you see the look on Gunther's face when he heard about it? It literally looked like you just burst the balloon there. He was like, oh, I'm getting my Mac. That
Yeah, that's
he
how
was like, can I get
he felt like
suspended
we
again?
did.
Do I have to go to this? Can I go hit Nick Aldis in the head and just skip it?
That's what I'm saying. He felt like we did.
Yeah.
But okay, so who do you got? I got Punk and Cody.
There's only 4 matches, right? Or they make a 5th one?
There's 4. There might be a 5th, but there is also going to be a special appearance. In addition to the matches, Roman Reigns will host a special acknowledgement segment. He'll be joined by the New York Knicks basketball star Jalen Brunson, who just won a championship for the first time in 30 something more years. So, yeah, there might be another match added tomorrow night or tonight if you're watching this on Friday.
For the sake of this show, we're picking this on a Thursday. So
Yeah.
we're picking the 4 matches. All right, because I know what the other matches are. It's like, do you want to try to go out there with a pick, or do you just want to play it safe and I'm also trying to figure out where you're going to go on some of these. All right. Yeah. I just don't see how it's not going to be Punk and Cody. That Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, the captains of America, basically, as far as the WWE or just TKO is concerned. That those two, I mean, this is almost like Sting and Luger, where they're just not going to lose on Clash of Champions.
There you go.
Um, that's, I mean, I want to pick. I think Gunther and Zayn winning would be fun because it would just wrinkle everything. But I don't see what they can do with it. I don't know if that would spark something for SummerSlam out of it. I think this is more or less going to be, it's either going to end in that melee that we were talking about or just be an all out fight, or Sami Zayn and Gunther are going to get in each other's way somehow. And I think it's going to go that way.
What does your brother have, and what do the father and son have?
We'll go father because it happened to be the one I have up, and also he's our opponent. He went Gunther and Zayn, which is part of it. Didn't influence mine so much, and that's the thinking I was doing on. I was like, everybody's gonna go Punk Cody, so does WWE throw that wrinkle? But it's Saturday Night Main Event. Cody Rhodes ends almost every one of these with either a belt in his hand or he's doing his whoa or it's like it's I don't know, water is wet. Cody Rhodes winning at Saturday Night Main Event, water is wet. But he went Gunther and Zayn. Not for the sake of him winning the match because I don't want that to happen clearly, but I kind of hope he's right in that because it would be more fun than us going chalk.
Yeah.
But we've learned before that when we try to get cute with our picks and really try to have an imagination, we just stink up the joint
Yeah.
unholy. Let's go over to Carson because I have Carson and Jeff picked next to each other. He went Cody Punk, and luckily my brother's is just above that. He also went Cody Punk. So Jeff is the one out on the island, and he at some point, I'm not going to do it this time, but at some point, depending on how many picks we have, if you're lone wolfing on something, like if there's 5 like this, it's a great number. So if it's a 4 pick and the other one's all by itself, we'll figure out like a 1.5 or 2, or like you get a bonus point for hitting it. Although we're the only ones that know what everybody else's picks are, so we'd be the only ones that would know how to do it on purpose if we wanted to.
Well, maybe we're the ones that couldn't get it. Everybody else could, but we couldn't.
Maybe.
Next up, we'll go to the no DQ match. Danhausen versus JD McDonough. This has got a lot of weird backstory to it.
It does. I saw the match posted long before I saw the two of them interact.
Well, they've been interacting for a minute.
I know.
And well, I mean, like
before they ran into each other enough to where there's going to be a match.
It's about money, and it's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna let you start this.
Where he took money from the Judgment Day? I don't remember this at all.
I don't remember it either, but it apparently happened.
Saying you took thousands of dollars from us, and I was like, first off, when did you have thousands of dollars, and why? And when did he take it? I don't remember this.
There might have been a skit in one of the shows where he did get some money. I thought because I thought he might have went and bought a whole bunch of merch and was giving it away. I do remember that.
That could have been it.
So I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
I don't, especially no DQ. That allows for as much shenanigans as they can stack into probably a 10-minute match.
There's going to be a bunch.
And we've already seen Littlehausen. I would like to see Bighausen. Unfortunately, Big Show is not with them anymore. But the problem is they've tied up a lot of the people that would really be funny. What if we got Cardona-Hausen?
I'm telling you what's going to happen after you make your pick.
But I don't know how it's not going to be Danhausen in a no DQ. JD McDonough is one of the best sellers in WWE. He is one of the absolute best in-ring performers and he will sell the crap out of anything. There's going to be some crazy shenanigans. I don't know exactly what, but I'm looking forward to it because that will be the reason to tune into this match to see what they've come up with.
Well, we do know that he has. So you went Danhausen.
Yes.
He has the Miz and he has Kit under his spell.
That's
So
why I was trying to include some people.
that's going to be them. Those two are going to help Danhausen win, I believe. That'll be interesting. We know Dom's going to be there, so we'll see what happens there. I too, you don't do this and not have Danhausen win. I agree. Danhausen wins.
Right.
I feel like it would be very, very interesting, and why not just a little explanation point at the end of a sentence if Fithausen doesn't come down there and help out.
Tenhausen?
No, yeah.
Tenhausen.
Yeah, Fithausen.
I don't know. He's been busy with Tama Tonga and Tala Tonga, so it would be interesting.
Just to put, just to get JD and Dom one more time.
No, I tell you, because he's against the Judgment Day, and there's a member of the Judgment Day that has a big, big match coming up, and this is going to be ridiculously we're not going to know how to react to this. We're going to get Io Skyhausen. We're going to get Skyhausen. I feel it because Liv's going to be out there, and Liv, like, Danhausen will have taken, maybe the Miz and all these other people have equaled out all of the guys. And Liv's like, well, they're not going to do anything to me. And she jumps in to try to do something, and we get Skyhausen.
Well, that'll be interesting. But we both went Danhausen. What does our contender? I feel like this is going to be a straight wipe. Danhausen all around.
It is. It absolutely is. It absolutely is.
Danhausen
I was
all
already
around.
putting them in, looking, and I was like, it's going to be a sweep across the board because, I mean, I feel bad for McDonough that he's going to get yet another loss, but it's going to be entertaining. And it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be like 10 minutes. It may go long. I feel like Danhausen segments always go long, but they're doing so much for TKO and WWE that they just let it go and they make everybody else do less.
Well, there we go. Third match. Paige and Brie Bella defending their titles against Fatal Influence, Fallon and Laney. This is where we finally get what me and you've been wanting for so long. We get new tag team champions.
Yes.
We get new tag team champions. I'm saying it now. Fatal Influence gets the titles. They're new tag team champions. Put me down. They've been setting this up. They've been trying to find the right people to put the titles on. I felt like they've got the right people to put the titles on here.
And it's people they could have.
Well, yeah, but I feel like they've noticed that they've dropped the ball. They tried so hard to make, like, they wanted the fans to love Paige being back and love Brie Bella. They went about it wrong. If you want people to get excited about Paige being back, she's got to run a solo. She's got to be by herself.
Well,
they kind of forced this down our throat.
You're officially locking in Fatal Influence?
Yes. They forced this down our throat.
I'll let you swap if you want to, but think about this. How many members of Fatal Influence are there?
3.
How many members are on the other side?
Oh, that's right. What's her name can make her comeback?
She's got to be due back any time. But what if she's the one that disrupts this whole thing? Nikki Bella.
Yeah, I almost forgot her name too because I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. What if she comes out maybe to try to help her to equalize things? She ends up costing Paige the victory. Paige gets in her face about it. The Bellas flip on Paige. Paige is now good. The Bellas are bad. There's something they can do off in a corner or a dark hole somewhere. And Fatal Influence have the belts. We can get good matches versus like Raquel and Roxanne. There's all kinds of good teams they can go against.
Yeah. So I'm Chelsea and Tiffany.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jada's group that she has over there.
Michin and
Jade
B-Fab.
Cargill's group. Yeah. So yeah, so you said you're going Fatal Influence too?
Oh yeah, I would. I mean, there's not many people I wouldn't pick over the current champions.
I'm with you on that.
I'll be honest.
So
I'll be honest. The match that would be the most fun for us because we would get to be at ringside, maybe as managers or commentators, or maybe we wouldn't be allowed in the building. Our respective wives to face Paige and Bree. It would be a very quick fight, but we would be going home with the champions. It would be great.
we'd both there'd be two champions in this house, two tag team champions in the households. The
Yep.
men's and the women's tag team champion holders.
Yep.
Okay,
Now,
so
of course,
what does
still just one Hall of Famer in this house, but it is
one
what
Hall
it
of
is.
Famer? You know what? I'm going to create a Hall of Fame for the Backstage Jabronis, and I'm going to induct myself.
Maybe we do. I mean, it's our show.
Yeah, you're right. It's got to be unanimous votes. So you'd have to vote for me too. And then afterward, we can do the vote for you. But I'm not going to say whether I'm going to vote for you or not, because then you'd be a two-time Hall of Famer. So what does our opponent who
Everybody agrees with us. They're either completely tired of the current champion, or maybe they just like Fatal Influence. I like Fatal Influence. This is the
do
second
too?
incarnation of them. The initial incarnation I was a big fan of, and then WWE messed that up, and then JC Jane took it over and kind of reimagined it. And they got rid of one girl because she decided she didn't want to wrestle anymore, and her contract came up. That's fine. She wasn't a wrestler to start with. They had trained her to do it. And then when they put Laney in, I was like, this is a fun group because Fallon Henley's fantastic. She's like a modern, not quite on this level yet, but she's a modern Mickey James, just in her look, the way she wrestles. She's pretty good. Fallon's really good when you let her just go. JC's already a multiple time NXT Women's Champion. So this group, the fact that they brought them all up at once, I thought JC was just getting brought up. They brought them all up at once instead because they're such a good group. They didn't have to reimagine a new group. You just go, here's one, perfect. But yeah, Fatal Influence across the board. There is not an argument to be had, which is why these people are awesome that give picks because like I said, I think we're all equally tired of what we've had and equally wanting not just change, but wanting this change.
Yes, yes, yes. So I'm glad that we're all agreeing on that. So okay, so it looks like there's only one difference between us and our opponent, and that's the
Yeah.
first match. And then over there for the championship, they're
No,
picking along.
There's still one match left.
I know. I was about to get
Okay.
into it. This could okay. So
But yeah,
the
that's
last
either good
match,
or
you
bad
got
that
Bailey.
we're agreeing and our opponent has one difference. That means either we're going to just knock him out of the way or we're going to be like, so that happened. Whoops.
Well, we got Bailey versus Nikki Cross from the Wyatt Six. Oh, my bad. That's who she was dressed up as on this past Raw episode. Bailey versus Lyra. What are they doing, man? What are they doing? She looked like Nikki Cross. It was.
She
I
did.
understand
She did.
I understand what they're trying to do, but they're going about it wrong. Like
This is the
so,
Bailey storyline from a year
because
ago.
your mood,
All they did was
I
flip
think
them.
with a different person. Yes,
They had
yes.
Bailey being
I
the
understand when your
unhinged
mood
person.
changes and you get.
Yeah.
I don't care how many times I've gotten upset. I still bathe and I still change my clothes. So yeah, I don't like what they're doing there.
I mean, I don't have to be, out of my mind or disheveled to skip a shower or something or, not, or wear holy clothes. I mean, do that anyway.
Yeah, yeah. So you get to start this one. It's your turn. So let's get your take on it.
Team Bailey all the way. I like Lyra. I want them to build her into something. They've had a few chances. Her work with Becky had a lot to do with showing she's legitimate, but I would have rather them keep this team together than to split them. I think it's because they're going to let Bailey ride her contract out, and she's not going to re-sign in December or whatever. So they wanted to split this team now before they got too deep into something. But they'll probably give Lyra the win. I want Bailey to win.
So you're going Bailey.
Team Bailey.
I'm going. I'm going
Give me
Lyra.
a hug.
I think Lyra wins. It defeats the purpose of doing this if she doesn't get the win.
I agree.
So I mean, I don't like what they're doing, but it is what it is. Lyra gets this W. Who we got on that end? What we got on that end?
By the way, this is going to be the most split of any match on the card. Jeff from the Father Son Wrestling Podcast agrees with me and goes Bailey. So this difference here is going to either even us all out, or it's going to really shake things up. Number one contender, Carson from the Father Son Wrestling Podcast, he goes Lyra, so he's on your side on that one. And my brother goes Bailey. So that's actually the one that will decide it. That will decide the championship. We don't even need tiebreakers on their side.
But they're fun anyway. We're going to talk about it. On our side, it can decide the title because if for some reason, let's say CM Punk and Cody win that first match, me and your only difference is down there, Bailey and Lyra. So that could be for the title with us. If Cody and CM Punk win.
And if they don't, then it all depends on who wins that one there with Jeff agreeing with me that match could legit decide the whole thing.
Yeah, because he would beat you because he won that top one if Bailey wins. So he would walk out with our title.
I promise this, though. Jeff, we like you. You're a good guy. Daniel hadn't met you, but he's going, I vouch for you, so you're good. If you want this, whether I have it or whether he has it, you got to come get
it. Yeah.
I'm not bringing it to you.
Yeah. And you're going to have to defend it at SummerSlam, so we might even hold on to it for you. He might be in 2 matches.
I like he said might.
He might end up being in 2 matches. If he wins our title, he's still going to go after that other one too in that crazy chaos match. Sure. This will be the first person that is in 2 matches if he wins.
Yeah, because his own son in his son's promotion, HAW, didn't even book him on the last show. So, I mean, Jeff might get double booked on our show.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what's going to happen.
Maybe we figure out a way to actually book him on the show and he make his picks live.
That'd be neat for SummerSlam. You know what? That would be really neat if he wins. That's what we're going to expect out of him. If he does win, he has to make an appearance, and he has to make an appearance on this show to make his picks for SummerSlam, or you vacate the title.
Ooh, and he watches this show. I know he watches this show. We talk about when he watches this show, we talk about it, and when I listen to his show, we talk about it. So we guarantee that we watch and listen to each other's shows.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
That's it yet. I mean, that's it. That's pretty much before Saturday night's main event. So for the record, I'm going to be walking around Target this once every 6 to 7 weeks. I have to close on Friday and Saturday. Once every 6 or 7 weeks, I have to do this. It's so crazy that the night that I'm closing fell on this week, and this is what's even crazier.
At least it fell on a Friday night, or on a Saturday night main event, and it didn't fall on SummerSlam. It didn't fall on Premier All-Star Wrestling.
You're saying that, but this is what's crazy. When me and my boss originally sat down, I was scheduled to close on SummerSlam, and I said no. I said, put me back the 2 weeks before, because I work every other weekend. I said, I'll close the weekend before that I have to work. And it fell on this weekend. I didn't even realize that. And I said, damn it.
Well, they didn't announce Saturday night main event until like a month ago or something anyway.
But I'm not missing anything. This is not something that's going to upset me. Whoop-de-doo. I think there will be one person coming back or joining. There will be a surprise. It's going to be in New York, Madison Square Garden. There's always something crazy that happens there. But I'll be able to watch it when I get home. So it is what it is.
I'll actually be home for it because the only show I'm going to this weekend is tomorrow night. So we'll talk about it later.
Okay. I'm at 27% on my battery. Yeah, I just looked up there and I was like, that's not good.
I always plug mine in
Crazy.
if I'm going to use it.
Well, like I said, I'm in the studio. I'm in the studio today instead of my office. When I'm in the office, it stays plugged in. In the studio, I haven't gotten anything set up for the plug-in. I don't have a plug near me. And I got a bunch of unnecessary stuff in here. It needs to be set together. But that's neither here nor there.
It's a good thing I'm the like media veteran because I mean I have like power cords and drop cords like in my car. Like I don't show up to events without like certain gear on just in case I got to the wrestling award show last year and one of the main people involved in it says, I bet you ain't got a drop cord with you, do you? And I reached behind the seat and I pulled out one already on a reel, about a 50-footer, and I was like, is that one long enough? And he went, I shouldn't be surprised. Nope, you're not an ace reporter in a top media without having a power cord in there if you're going to do media. But yeah, we got to talk
Speaking
about
of
tiebreakers.
media, okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, the
I don't
tiebreaker.
know
It
that they'll
doesn't.
matter, but we got to at least mention them.
Okay, yeah. One of them was how many chops Gunther will have. I'm gonna
I want to do a
say
fun one. Why not?
I'm glad you get to count that. I'm gonna say
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
yeah. You're gonna have to watch that match twice. Once for the enjoyment, and the second time for how many chops.
I'll do it all at once.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
say
already take notes when I watch shows now, so it's not that different. I'll just make it
so.
count as I go.
Only Gunther, right? Not the rest of them, because
Only Gunther.
So because
I
when
don't care
Gunther
if I
chops
don't
you,
care if the other three people. I don't care if the referee does 75. Doesn't matter. How many does he? And not even successfully. If he goes to throw it and they block it, even if he throws it, it's going to count.
so there's two opponents that he's gonna be chopping. I'm seeing at least. I'm going
Yeah, but
14.
do you really think Cody's going to take a bunch of chops?
Yes, he will. A
Actually, Cody will
bunch.
probably take more than Punk. Punk will
CM
duck out
Punk.
of it.
I might have reached high for 14. I'm going 12. Put me down for 12.
Well, okay. Well, Jeff went 8. I'll be honest, I was thinking right around 10 anyway. I'm going to say,
Step in between us, huh?
I don't know. I might pull the prices right here. Do I think he could go more than 12 or do I think he's going to go less than 8? Like I said, I think 10's a good number. I think 10 or 11 is probably a good number.
So once the bell rings and it's over, no more, right?
Right.
Because okay,
Yeah, so if after the bell they're trying to separate him and Nick Aldis gets in the way and gets 7 more chops, now it doesn't count. It's bell to bell.
got you.
Yeah, I'll clarify that. It's not because I feel like Aldis is going to be in there somewhere. Um, you know what? Just to price is right and just to give myself a chance in case I do need it, I'll say 13. So I will basically go any more than 12, I'll take it because I think there's going to be a bunch. And like you said, there's 2 opponents. So
Yeah,
you
I was
chop, you
thinking.
chop, you chop. He tags out. You chop, you chop, you chop. Later on in the match, you chopped again.
Yeah,
I just got to get one more. Wow, boy, we're gonna have a battle there. Uh, Carson, the number 1 contender. If it comes down, I mean, it's not because tiebreakers aren't going to matter unless Lyra and Bailey is a no contest or a double count out or a double DQ or something, which could happen. Carson says 8. My brother, the champ, says 7.
Carson wants that title.
I think he does. Man, he is going to be stuck inside of his house. His head's going to get so big if he wins that. Really, Jeff, I don't apologize for it because it's your kid, but It just, wow. And I can't say that we will or won't have a Carson championship celebration party.
The, and the second tiebreaker was how
Yes.
long the Lyra Bailey match would be. You
Yeah.
got this one. You go first on this one.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna get specific too. I think bell to bell, 9 minutes and 47 seconds.
I'm going 12:27.
Well, you're real close to some fun numbers for me. You were almost on the birthday. What did they say? Carson says 12 minutes. His picks are similar to yours. Kind of weird. Which is crazy because if you are a follower of the Father Son Wrestling podcast, you know that Carson is actually the AI son. We're not sure what happens to the real one, but and you would have to follow to have any idea what I'm talking about. My brother went 10 minutes on that. I don't think Jeff actually picked a time, which means I'll reach out to him, and if he did, then I'll stick it in there. But because I don't think tiebreakers are going to matter on our side at all, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to matter on the other side. But
Yeah.
it'll be fun to see who's close on these. But yeah, because I'm not going to just give him a default time. I'll let him say an actual time, and if people want to know it, they can ask. No, but say, oh, we lost him. But so that's our pick. Saturday Night Main Event coming up. Where is it at? Oh,
It's
Madison
in
Square Garden,
Madison
right?
Square Garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the home of the NBA champion, New York Knicks.
Yeah, that's what I said. Roman Reigns going to be there to
Yeah, with Jalen
acknowledge
Brunson.
the to acknowledge.
Yeah, that's going to go well.
So it means Seth will be there too.
Yeah, probably. I mean, why not? But I guess that's everything, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else we were gonna. Yeah, I
Because
think we
we'll
addressed
film.
everything.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
film
oh.
again.
So you said what you're doing this weekend. I am as soon as we get off of here, I will be interviewing Xander Warwick of New Legacy Professional Wrestling. They are having their Rumble in West Georgia show tomorrow night in Franklin, Georgia. I have never been to that show. They have wanted me to come to that show a lot. It is very hard for me to make things on Friday night, but this Friday night, I'm pretty sure I can make this work. I think bell time, 8 p.m. It's one of their biggest shows of the year. Xander gets to face a guy that is like if I'll put it in WWE terms. If Cesaro was slightly skinnier and like to put plastic wrap all on his face and be very, very unhinged, that is Xander's opponent in Christian Taylor. Google Christian Taylor later and look at some of his clips.
So he was a mixture between Cesaro and Dean Ambrose.
Nah, he's a little more unhinged than that. Like he legit takes a roll of cellophane and puts it all around his face and comes to the ring. Think he has his own straitjacket. I don't think he purchased it. I think they issued it to him over the weekend.
And then
But
he escaped and kept it.
but he is legit farm strong. Like I call him Claudio Castagnoli, but as Cesaro, yeah, he legit will just fling you up on his shoulder, and he's very, very strong. But we're going to talk to Xander about that and the rest of the card. There are a lot of other people I know on that card. That should be a very fun show. There's actually a lot of fans looking for me to come out there because a lot of people I know are from out that way, and I have not come to the home show in a while for them, so or at all. So yeah, I'm actually going to be out at that. I look forward to it. Xander should be a fun guest. I've been looking forward to having him on as well. And then I'm going to be very, very quiet all weekend, and it's going to be nice.
Enjoy it.
But somebody that should sponsor the podcast. Maybe I talk to him while I'm out there. On Saturday, actually, I've got to figure out when I'm going to go over there. I believe Local Ties, the brewery right there in downtown, one of the breweries down there in downtown Carrollton, celebrating 4 years. They're celebrating a year for every horseman. So I'm gonna drop by there, say hello to some people that I know. You might know them too. Say hello to some people, and like I said, if I knew when I was going to be there, I would tell everybody, and they could come by and say hello. But I honestly don't know if I'm going early or late. But at some point, I will drop by because Local Ties is a super cool place, and who knows, maybe they'll sponsor the podcast,
That'd be nice.
and we'll do some shows from over there.
That'd be really nice.
Maybe we could invite a guest. That'd be great. It'd be a great time to do that,
It'd be a
as
lot
we
of
love to
fun.
workshop on the show. Hey, if you're with Local Ties, or you know
Yes.
Local Ties, or you got a cool guest, tell them all. Hey, if you sponsor the podcast, they'll come do the podcast from there, right there next to the green, right there where they show movies and have concerts and everything. You can come grab a great adult beverage. They have kid beverages in case you want one of those too. They got some really cool stuff. There's a lot of other places too. If they want to sponsor, we'll go to them too. But yeah, Local Ties is really cool. I am considered a local spy there, in case anybody knows what that means. And yeah, drop by, say hello, and tell Local Ties they should want to partner up and be a part of the Backstage Jabronis because we would love for them to be a part, and I think we can have a lot of fun together.
That would be nice to have them as a sponsor.
I
Help us get
mean,
some T-shirts made
yeah, we're
and
talking.
on the back say brought to you by Local Ties.
I mean, could you imagine a watch party at Local Ties of Saturday Night Main Event or SummerSlam or
Night one of SummerSlam or night two of
yeah,
SummerSlam. I'm
Survivor
telling you,
Series,
there's so much we could
Royal
do.
Rumble? We can figure this out.
We could do a Monday Night Raw, watch.
Yeah, we could. We could do that or a Friday SmackDown. I mean, we could.
All
Do some
y'all got to
fun
do
stuff.
is, hey, look, we're planting the seeds. All you got to do is water it.
Yep, the two homework things you guys have, and this is not bad homework. These are easy things. Tell Local Ties. Let Local Ties know that them and the Backstage Jabronis need to be partners, and make sure you hit up former Joe Gacy. Now he's known as Joseph. Hit him up. I just had a guest on that knows him as well. Tell him, Joe Gacy, that you want him on this show because we want him on this show. Not because he's former WWE, no, because he's an amazing person, and I want him to tell the awesome stories he has. So you guys go hit him up on Twitter. Let him know this is where he should be.
Backstage Jabronis.
Yep.
The
If he
tongue
lived
twister.
closer, I would say that he could be our guest over there. But workshopping all those things should be fun. The Mets are winning. Let's go, Mets. So must be time to sign off. But for my tag team partner, Daniel Snyder, I'm the Hall of Famer, Jeremy York. We are the tag team champions of all things WWE media. This has been the Backstage Jabronis. We'll see you guys next week. Deuces, gooses. Go watch wrestling.
My title is John Cena.